Okay guys, we are going to rig the Chasebait squid for halibut trolling. It sounds a little bit different, right? How you gonna get this thing right? How you gonna rig it? Okay, we're trying new things here. We are being the pioneers for this bait, getting into a new type of fishing, right? This is from Australia. Nobody's really trolling this in Australia for halibut. So we're gonna see what it does. We're going to use a 1/0 hook to start with our leader and stuff attached, but it's only going to be to get through this bait. And I'll show you, we're going to rig it somewhat like an inline soft swim bait. If you guys have seen the inline trouts and stuff like that, stuff that people troll for pike and musky, big fish like that up north, we're going to kind of rig it in the same fashion. So first we're going to get our 1/0 hook. Gamakatsu hooks every single time. You can argue with me all you want. I will always buy Gamakatsu. Or Owner. Okay, I'm sorry. Or Owner. Those are the only two that we are accepting. We need our 30-pound test. I'm using heavy test here and stuff. I don't mind using heavier tests for halibut and stuff like that because we are going for meat here. Halibut trolling and stuff like that is a full meat efficiency business. Alright? We want to get that fish in. We want to land that fish. So we're going to use a little bit heavier gear. It's a reaction bite. Okay? They're not really worried about all your gear. We got spreaders running, stuff like that. If they're getting scared off by gear, they're going to get scared off by spreaders, dodgers, flashers, and stuff before they get scared of some 30-pound fluorocarbon. So we're going to get some 30-pound fluorocarbon. Now, I like to be like 2 feet from my flasher, 18 inches to 24 inches from my flasher. But I'm going to do a whole arm's length of line here. Kids don't do that at home. You're not supposed to, but, you know. Anyways, I don't mind. The more line, the better. You can always click down your leader to the size you need, okay? Give yourself more line. There's going to be a lot of stuff involved in here. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So let's, help ourselves out here. We're just going to tie a real quick knot. Like I said, this is just to get through the bait so we can rig it correctly. I'm going to clip the tag down because that'll keep us from getting through. So anyways, we're going to take this. Now, I was looking at this and I'm thinking, kind of which way's up on this. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Again, reaction bite, stuff like that. I don't think it's going to really change how it swims. But I'm going to put the eyelids up for this one. That's just the way I'm going to rig it. So we're going to come through the front here. Just go down the shank of the hook. Bring the line through with it. Okay? Now we got the line through. Now we're pretty much just going to run it down. Now some of you may want to, run with the eyelids down because it's got this lateral line down there. Go for it. I don't care. This is just the way I'm doing it. So then I'm going to do it one more time through here. I'm going to just kind of hook it between the eyes. And then make sure to come right out of the middle. There's like kind of a little middle part in the tentacles that you should aim for. And just move your hook around. And you want to be in the center. Okay? Oh, my knot fell out. That's okay. I want an easy knot. I don't want something that's going to take me forever to untie. So if I got to retie this thing, no biggie. That's why we gave ourselves extra line. But you want to be out of the middle of this bait because that's pretty much your pulling point, right? So if your point is off to the side or something like that, it may affect your troll and it may affect the presentation of the squid. Now, other things besides halibut that would probably be good to use this to troll is white sea bass. White sea bass love squid. Everyone uses like live squid, hoochies, stuff like that for white sea bass. So we, why not? Why not use this too? Like I said, give myself extra line. That's what we're doing. So as you can see, we've got the line through the bait. We've come through the head, out a little bit. I don't know if you can see the line. And then back in through the eyes, just like that. Just like an inline swim bait or something of that nature, okay? So now we're going to take our hook off. Now, if you want, you can run hooks just like the P-line hoochies and just run 2 hooks, regular, J hooks, circle hooks, if you want. But what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually set a treble a little bit back, just at the back of these little tinsels, right? At the back of this part right here. So even if there's a little short strike, most likely we're going to get this fish. If it's not taking at least half of this thing, we're going to miss that fish anyways. So that's what we're doing. We're going to run a nice number 6 treb. Again, this is meat fishing. We want to get this fish in. And so that's why we're going to be using something like a treble hook. What we're going to do is we're going to actually stack 3 beads first, so that we need it in that certain position, right about there. So while we're trolling and stuff, if this starts pulling, it's gonna bring our hook back. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run, just like the beads you put on your weights and stuff to protect your knots. We're gonna stack 3 of these so that hook is always in that position, isn't going anywhere, and we have no issues. Now, I'm not going to run this with a dodger either. The dodger, I like to use the dodgers just for tray bait and stuff like that, because that's kind of the action you're going for with it. But with this, I think it's going to pull nice and straight. There shouldn't be any rolls. So what I want to do is I just want to run a flasher on there. And the flasher won't make it roll or anything like that. We'll be all good. And so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to tie our treble hook. Where is this baby? Here they are. And after this is all rigged up, I'll do some close-up shots and stuff like that. Make it look all fancy. But, the only thing about trebs is they get kind of screwy sometimes. Alright, so we're going to tie this baby on. Wet your knots before you tie them. Make sure they stack nice. Clip that tag. Leave a little bit. Give it a little bit of wiggle room. Be careful here. You gotta make sure it stacks. There we go, nicely. Alright, and then we're just going to pull this line a little bit until we get to our spot. Alright, so now we have this baby rigged up. We'll bring him a little loose. There we go. And look, it's in that nice zone that I want to be in. Again, if it doesn't take at least half of these, the fish is going to get missed anyways probably. That's around where our stingers would be on our hoochies and stuff like that. So we're just going to run this nice treb through there. I think it looks beautiful. It's looking good. And I think that is going to be a halibut killer on Sunday. So, we're going to rig this up with a flasher. I'm probably going to run a small flasher like this. That or a cone zone. Something of that nature. And that will be this will be about 18 inches to 20 inches. You know what I mean? I like to be in that range from our flasher. And pretty much once that halibut sees that flasher, he's going to see this nice looking squid right behind it, and he's going to smack it. So, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Okay guys, we're going to do some halibut fishing today, and this video is all about rigging the Chasebait's Ultimate Squid for halibut. As you guys know, got a little sponsorship from them, so we're going to try their bait in a new tactic that I don't think a lot of people have used. At least if anybody. So, like I said, this thing's going to mimic a more realistic hoochie, and I think we're going to get a little bit more action on here. So we've got it paired with just Ultimate Squid with a nice treb, as we set up in the last clip, and we've got a flasher about 18 to 24 inches in front of that. So we're gonna troll that right off the bottom and see if a nice halibut hits.
Recording.
On the Chasebait squid, boys.
This is a fish.
God damn it. That was a big hit.
Okay guys, we trolled the Chasebait's ultimate squid today. Honestly, halibut action in general was pretty low. We only got 3 pretty big strikes. 1 on anchovy and the other 2 actually on the Chasebait squid. I probably am going to rig it a little bit differently now. That Treb, I hooked, as you guys saw in the clip, I really hooked into a fish and I was bringing him to the boat. And he got off probably about 10 feet from the boat or so, okay? I was having some issues with my drag and stuff, but it was kind of a horrible fight. But all in all, that fish came off, even on that number 6 Treb. So that means either just one part of the Treb just had it, or it really was not in a good spot. Maybe it hooked him in the gill plate, something like that, right? But I think we're going to rig it a little bit differently next time with 2, just like the P-line Hoochies, with 2 regular circle hooks running out the back. And we'll see if that happens, or we'll see if that happens to do a little bit better than with the Treb. All in all, I was happy. We got action on the Chasebait squid trolling. I've never trolled the damn thing. I didn't know how the thing was going to look, if it was going to do well. But, like I said, we've got a few hits on it. So it's definitely worth trying again. Now it sucks because my halibut trip was kind of sucking, but the bite was on in a different place. My buddy was slapping them, and with that being said, all I can do is cry. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're definitely going to be doing more videos with Chasebaits. We're definitely going to do another video on trolling them and seeing if we can't get some fish to the boat next time. Alright guys, see you next time. Tight lines.